I'm Tyler from Fezzari Bikes. We're here at Press Camp in Deer Valley Ski Resort here at Park City, Utah. I'm here to talk a little bit about the new Timp Peak, our 6-inch travel full carbon 27.5 bike. Really excited for this bike. Use a pretty cool process in our printing of a 3D mandrel, of a collapsible mandrel in the carbon layup. We're able to use this, we're able to keep the joints out of the carbon fiber that you would typically see in a lot of the top tubes and the head tubes in the bicycle. We're able to keep the bike very, very light, minimal carbon fiber, smooth internals on the carbon fiber layup. We also run a rear triangle that's full carbon fiber, as well as the rocker link, which is pretty unique for these longer travel carbon bikes. In our testing, we've been able to test this very, very strong. Not only on test machines, but also with riders. It's been holding up very well, very, very stiff bike. Really excited about this. It's been a lot of fun to ride, a lot of fun to develop. Some of the characteristics of the bike, we're running a 67-degree head tube, 13-inch bottom bracket, as well as the 142x12 rear axle. With Fezzari, we do things a little bit unique, where we are custom building each bike for each individual rider, just because everyone is proportioned a little bit different. We're going through a full 23-point custom setup to make sure the bike is perfect for the rider, based on their riding style, where they're riding, how they're riding. So we can customize the bike specifically for you. With the spec on the bike, we're running the bike with the Fox 34 Talus 150mm travel fork. Really excited with working with Fox in the suspension. They've done a great job on the fork this year. We really like the Talus suspension as it gives the bike a whole nother characteristic with the riding style. Also using the Fox Float CTD Kashima with the remote suspension. If you haven't ridden the remote suspension yet, it's addicting. It's almost like a dropper post. You won't go back. I really like how the riding characteristics. We worked with Fox for quite a long time to develop the perfect tuning for this suspension design. I've been through a couple revisions and very, very happy with how everything's turned out. With the suspension, with the pedal platform, as well as the descending capabilities and how the progression curve and the suspension is handling in the real tight choppy stuff, but also with the bigger hits as well. They did a great job. This bike is coming drivetrain with the full Shimano XT, front derailleur cranks. We actually are putting the rear derailleur with the XTR and the XT brakes as well. Also coming with the new Reynolds carbon fiber 27.5 AM wheel. Reynolds has designed some new wheels for 2014, specific to the All Mountain and the XC. This bike being a longer travel trail bike, will get the All Mountain wheel. And the real big thing that we're able to do is we do sell bikes directly to the rider. So it's the pricing. So for this whole package that you see here, it will be coming with the dropper post. One thing I wanted to show you is the extra internal cable routing hole on the bike for the internally routed dropper hole. We left it open here so you can see that a little bit better. So add the dropper post to this setup that you see here in the video. We're able to get this to you for $53.99, and killer pricing, killer bike. We're really excited for this one and look forward to riding it. You can check out all the details to come. They'll be here shortly at fezzari.com. And you can also see a few photos, leaks, videos on Facebook /Fezzari, as well as Instagram. Next up is our Solitude. This is our brand new carbon hardtail 29er race bike. This has been a bike that we've been working on for quite a while. The Solitude actually used to be on the 26-inch wheel platform. We've just introduced it on the 29-inch platform. Been a really fun bike to design and ride. It's one of those bikes that is very, very stiff laterally, has all the climbing capabilities, but it won't beat you up on those longer rides. We've got a few pro racers racing it in the longer the longer endurance races, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 mile races. And the feedback I hear is extremely stiff, but they can still feel their kidneys after the rides. One of the unique things that we're doing is the internal cable routing, how we're doing the internal cable routing. We've actually bonded in a housing inside the frame. So when you're working on the bike, you can get that cable through real nice. Keeps everything really, really smooth. Big box bottom brackets, taking some of the technology that we've learned from our road bikes and transferred it into this bike. And then also with the chainstay designs, but also the carbon fiber process that we're using on this one. Use a mix of high modulus and intermodulus carbon fibers to change the bike characteristics, so we can get the bike to flex where we want it to flex, but also stay very, very stiff in the areas where we want it stiff in bottom brackets, down tubes, but also give you some vertical compliance so you can ride the bike well. This bike will be coming in multiple different builds. The build that you see here is our mid-level build, probably our most popular and most asked for spec. Good all-around bike, coming with the Fox Float CTD fork in the Performance Series with the tapered head tube, and then full Shimano XT drivetrain and brakes, all the way down to the chain and cassette our XT. Also coming with the Stans No Tubes Archie X29er wheels and the Icon tubeless ready tire. We could probably build the bike just a little bit lighter if we used a lighter weight tire, but we're fans of believing that we want to build the bikes how we're going to ride them. Very capable tire and wheel set to get you really through and get you the value that you need. Also coming with the FSA SLK carbon bar and seat post for a good cockpit setup for you. This build, we're really excited for this one. Pricing wise, will come in at $29.99 at a weight right around the 22-pound mark.